You think you know someone until they start acting strange. This story comes from Reddit, and it starts with a quiet roommate, late night hikes, and a secret buried just beneath the surface. I didn't want to believe it, but now I can't forget it. I moved into a small 2-bedroom apartment near campus last year. Cheap place, decent location, and I didn't know anyone in the city yet, so I found a listing online for a roommate. His name was Matt. He was quiet, almost too quiet. No small talk, no questions, just, "Hey man." And that was about it. At first I thought, perfect. I didn't need a new best friend. I just needed someone to split rent with. He was clean, paid on time, and stayed out of the way. But after about a month, I started noticing little things, subtle things, the kind of stuff you only pick up when you live with someone long enough. Matt kept weird hours. He'd leave super late, 2 or 3 a.m. sometimes, and come back around sunrise. Always the same excuse. "Just hiking, man." Clears my head. Who hikes in the freezing cold, in the dark, while everyone else is asleep? And then there were the scratches. At first, I figured he slipped on ice or got cut on a bush or something. But it happened too often. His arms, his hands, even his neck once. I made a joke once like, "Dude, you fighting raccoons out there?" He just smiled, barely. No laugh, no follow-up, just that smile. And sometimes it didn't reach his eyes. There was this one night, middle of winter, ice on the windows, dead silent outside. I woke up around 3:30 a.m. to this metallic clinking sound. Not loud, just steady. Clink, clink, clink. I thought it was pipes or something, but it was coming from the hallway. I cracked open my door just a bit. Matt was standing in the kitchen with a small garden spade in his hand. Dirty, mud still on it. He was scrubbing it in the sink like he was in a trance. He didn't even notice me. I went back to my room and locked the door. I couldn't sleep after that. About a week later, Matt left in a rush, said something about meeting someone for a job interview. His door was slightly open. Now, I'm not proud of what I did next, but curiosity, it's a hell of a thing. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. His room was sterile, too clean, no posters, no decorations, just a desk, bed, and a shelf. On the desk was a black spiral notebook, no name, no labels. I opened it. Inside were notes, logs almost, dates and times. 1:42 a.m. entered trailhead. 2:19 a.m. reached clearing. 2:44 a.m. first sound. Branch snap. It read like a journal. But the farther I flipped, the weirder it got. Drawings of trees, GPS coordinates, mentions of things like observation point, return with tool, do not leave trace. There were no names, no direct confessions, but it was off, deeply off. That same night, Matt left again. I was on edge. I couldn't focus on anything, just stared at the front door, wondering if he'd come back bloody again. Around 2 a.m., I heard a buzz from his room. His phone. He never left it behind, but tonight he did. I should have walked away. I should have just closed the door and minded my business, but I didn't. His phone wasn't locked. The screen was already open to the camera roll, and what I saw, there were photos, dozens of them, flyers, missing person flyers, screenshots from news articles, a trail cam photo of someone walking deep into the woods at night. There was a folder named Project. Inside, more photos, trees, dirt, holes, and then there was one picture that stopped my breath cold. Matthew, standing in the woods, smiling, next to what looked like a freshly dug grave. Plastic tarp barely covered in dirt. I felt sick. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't. At 6 a.m., I called the police, anonymously. I gave them the coordinates I found in the notebook and the photos I had screenshotted and sent to myself. Then I packed a bag and got out of town for the weekend. I didn't want to be there when Matt came home. When I came back on Monday, Matt was gone. His stuff, still there. His room, untouched. But I found out later that week he'd been arrested. Police found a body near one of the coordinates I gave them. A missing college student, gone for 4 months. Matt's face was all over the news. The trial hasn't happened yet. He pled not guilty, claimed someone set him up. I haven't been contacted by police again since that first call. Maybe because I stayed anonymous. Or maybe they're watching. But I still think about that notebook, that camera roll, the calm, quiet way Matt used to walk in the front door. Like nothing was wrong. I moved out that same week, left the city altogether. I don't know if Matt was guilty. I don't know how many more projects he had. But sometimes, I wake up from dreams where I'm standing in those woods, and I hear that clinking sound again. Digging. Be careful who you live with. Monsters don't always wear masks. Sometimes, they pay rent on time. If you liked this story, hit like and subscribe for more true crime voiceovers. Got your own creepy roommate tale? Drop it in the comments. I might feature it in the next episode.